but it doesn't matter. Just an exercise here, and if someone watches this afterwards, it's also pretty cool. So I'm not gonna comment too much until someone connects, and then I start to explain where we are and which country, what we're doing, what you can learn today. Yeah, I like the music here. I don't know if that's good for the live streaming to have some music, but it's really like old times, no? That was your impression actually when we arrived in this city. Can someone guess where we are actually? Very different from Latin America.
But also a bit similar in some areas.
Ah, yeah. In what ways?
Well, the infrastructure in some parts of this place,
Yeah.
like some of the buildings or the streets,
Yeah.
like a big divide. But then it's not necessarily downtown; it's more like outside of the.
Yeah, I know. Trying different stuff with the settings here. Ah, really? Ah, here? Ah, yeah, that's what I wanted to check as well. Like, how zoomed out can I be? So I used to use my own phone, which I didn't like. It was too close. And now here, there's a lot of monks in this area, which is a pretty interesting part of this country. So yeah, I'm trying to take you along. It's been a while I haven't posted as well, so that's why I figured I'm just gonna make a live video. It's gonna be easier that way. Still no one. I don't feel like going full into content mode and starting any explanation or any narration until there's at least one person watching.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But also I feel now there's one person watching.
They can watch it after.
Thanks for joining. Yeah, but I think live is better, right? Because, for example, like you can directly interact and I can directly answer to questions as well. So it's always better live. So, where do you think I am actually? You who are watching. Well, I think there's still like a couple of options. I would like say, try to comment. Where do you think we are? And where you are as well, you who are watching. And like this, we start a conversation a bit. Some dogs around. How's the audio as well, by the way? That's something I'm really trying because I'm using Ari's phone actually, which is much more modern than mine because last time I used my phone with the internal mic of the phone, it was really horrible, the audio, like you couldn't hear any ambient audio. So I'm wondering, how is it now? Gotta investigate this. 2 people watching. Yeah. Welcome, guys. I'm actually surprised because it's been ages I haven't posted content, ages I haven't done live videos, so there was a period where I was doing a lot. And so I was wondering if anyone was going to tune in, but it seems like I still exist online. So where do you think we are? Repeat the question to the new person joining. Comments, where do you think we are? And tell us also where you are yourself and tell me if the audio is good. It's this type of monument, but now you're two in the stream at least, so and start explaining stuff. It's called a stupa, right? In fact, that's the largest one in the world. they say that it was like completed with the help of a Korean, South Korean person apparently. That's all I know. You probably have to Google to find the information, but what I can tell you is that the stupa has these eyes, right? On top there. And the eyes you see there represent the eyes of the Buddha. And actually, on top of the eyes, so it's kind of like the head, right? And you can recognize that looks like the kind of hat that the Buddha wears sometimes. You would see it as well on actual Buddha's like representations. You know, he wears something pointy on the head, and so that's what it is. And so that's his head, the hat, and the body. That's what the stupa represents. And this place has a lot of monks. You saw them before. Actually, there's none right next to me now. So it's pretty cool to be here. Actually, did you guess where we are? I'm gonna tell you yet which city, which country, but trying to have you guessing. Don't be shy, comments. How can I see your comments actually? Thank. This is like stupid, this system where I cannot see the comments. So yeah. I think it's way more fun. Thanks for the like, by the way. I think I activated as well the monetization, so now there's also like super thanks and some other I think stuff you can do to, if you want, if you appreciate the content, you can like show it by giving some money. It's actually my channel is like 1,000, I think 200 subscribers, something like that, but it's not monetized because I need some 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year, and I'm still like, I don't know, like 3/4 of the way because I'm not posting enough. And actually I can expand on that. So the reason, I don't know where Ari is, by the way, my girlfriend, she's just here. Fiancé now. The reason why I haven't been super active on YouTube is because I've been very busy with creative projects actually. So I definitely been doing stuff as cool as YouTube. Here she's. I'm working on an interactive documentary actually, and it's something that I'm gonna also share on the channel. New format, and it's kind of like a video game application where you would be able to explore this area by yourself and talk to people, and I'm using some technologies to do that. And that got me very busy. It's kind of more like traditional media activity. It's going to be in film festivals and all. And I got quite some funding money for that project, so that of course took the priority over YouTube for me to do.
It was really bad English.
For some reason I tried so hard to make it on YouTube, and I wouldn't say it has worked so far. But what has worked really well for me is to get some clients in the audiovisual sector and get even some creative projects. And I think that the fact that I practiced my skills gave me the confidence as well to be able to make content as well. So. Anyway, what would you like to know? I don't want to be a monologue, otherwise I would just be posting a normal video. Yeah, I'm always sweating. If you have noticed, like, very easily. It's like the Swiss body, like a bear, is not made for hot weather. Polar bear. Yeah. It's very impressive. This. What was the explanation of the eyes that are watching in 4 directions? No. There was like because it has 4 different meanings on the direction it's looking at. So let me check the comments because I cannot check the comments for some reason. But maybe they are on my phone. So. Oh, and we're very close to the airport actually. I'm actually watching the live stream here. So I can tell that the audio works well actually. Much better than my phone. But For sure, no messages, guys. Someone left actually, got bored maybe or got busy. Still one person watching, so as long as there's someone watching, keep on going. How do you think I should make those live better actually? Just wondering. How can I improve? I know what would be more engaging for me to do, you know? Of course I can always like interact with locals, but on live videos it's complicated because the permission part is that you know? Because in normal video you can always film and then ask and then if they say no, I don't publish the video, right? But like it's crazy because this country is like full of like stores, but actually the thing they sell pretty actually artisanal. Let's say. So it's kind of weird and it really feels like for people that love like all these like objects and collectioning stuff that are like traditional. It's one of the best countries for that. They have so many things here. So we're going basically around the stupa here. I think at this point you haven't interacted, so I'm just gonna move forward to tell you now where we are. So where the hippies love to go in the 60s. That should give you a hint, you know. Of course, seeing like some of them were living from Europe, going on what was kind of like the Silk Road, right? And taking Volkswagen buses, and they will arrive in Kathmandu, Nepal, where we are. We're actually not in the street where hippies were actually going, because there was one street in Kathmandu where that was very popular with hippies, where the government was selling cannabis back then, and it was legal. So and then it became illegal, I think in the mid 70s, and that's when many hippies left. So it's kind of like that was the only motivation. Sometimes you wonder, but or the main one. And I went there, so I went to that street called Freak Street, which is actually quite far from where we are now. And I made a video there, so I'll publish this probably in the future. So you can learn more about this. But yes, Kathmandu, Nepal. It's gonna sound like a bit pretentious, but I think, achieve one of my dreams, which was to visit every major Southeast Asian countries. So, well, basically all of them except Brunei and Timor, which are very small countries. And after that, I always knew that I wanted to go to Nepal, because that was the other country in Asia that I was very interested in. And so we made it happen. And before that, actually, we were in Indonesia, we're in Bali. I already made a video in Jakarta that I published on the channel that you must have seen. And I will try to publish as well videos in Indonesia. But well, let's speak about Nepal a bit more. I think I both love it and don't like it as well. I wouldn't say hate it, but I'm a bit should be better. Yeah, so when we arrived here, we arrived from Kuala Lumpur. And before that we were in Indonesia, and Indonesian people, and particularly Balinese, are extremely friendly. And so it was a contrast to arrive here, because people are more like Swiss people. They are like poker face here. They don't like smile as much. They're not like, but they are very nice. They don't express themselves like the same way. And not everything works in Nepal. You have to be patient. Electricity cuts from time to time. Wi-Fi is very bad as well. And you wouldn't care if you're just backpacking, but since I'm working on my computer, it kind of matters. Because as I told you, it's not with YouTube that I make money, so I gotta work. And I love my work actually. So anyway, so that's the first question. The food actually is both pretty amazing. Apparently it's much better in Pokhara, because it's actually quite touristic, Pokhara, and they have a lot of nice food. I think that foreigners like. But in Kathmandu, and then in the mountain, in Nagarkot, which is a close town where we went up the mountain. Yeah, the food is very local, so I would say it's not easy food, and we got like food poison one time, which really sucks. It's the second time it happens to me. Last time was in Colombia, and now in Nepal. And it's kind of horrible experiences if you have never ever lived the food poisoning one time. Puke during the night, you know. So after that, you're kind of like, okay, you eat white rice, you know, and simple stuff. Don't take any risk anymore. So that's what I was doing. I've been doing it, and I lost a lot of weight, which was also what I wanted to do. That helped, of course. So that was one of the frustration here in Nepal, and in Tamil, which is the other area. Actually, we are in the neighborhood called Buddha or Buddha Tana, depends how you want to call it. And so it's very famous for spiritual reasons because of this stupa, of course. But the other region, where the other part of Kathmandu, where is very popular with the tourists, is Tamil. And there, people selling the streets are very funny. They're like, hello, hello, or like, you know, they're like, first they start, you pass by them, and they say, hello, sir, excuse me. You know, it's very like crazy, and you get used to it at some point. Actually, a lot of people turn their heads when I shout it now, and that's how it feels, you know. And so it became a game now. I know how to avoid them. It's not the case as much here. Here, not hearing as much. Excuse me, like you know. Did you get a ring?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
It's pretty, no?
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually.
They ask me like, where are you from? It's like Mexico. You look Nepali. You're even dressed like Nepali.
What were you?
That's why I also bought this.
Ah, yeah, right. Yeah.
They were like, do you have your tickets for like Stupa? And I was like, yeah, I have it. You shouldn't have like gotten your tickets. It smells like that. I'm like, no, but my boyfriend.
Me, yeah.
No, but I said like, no, but my boyfriend, he's white, and we cannot like, pass the customs.
Yeah, sorry about that. So you have to pay a ticket to enter this area. I think it was how much? 500, no?
400, yeah.
For one? For one, no?
One, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
That I saw that it was like 100 for locals.
rupias.
Maybe I misunderstood.
Well, I think it basically costs around like €3, maybe. That's it.
It's nothing, but I think it's like
Yeah.
you need to remember to always carry your ticket because it
Ah, yeah.
asks for it. And
No, otherwise you're gonna have to pay again. Oh, it's valid for several days, which is actually the good part. Guys, question time. Participate. Like, what's the point of watching a live stream if you're not gonna be part of it? You know. Today, you are supposed to be the protagonist, not just me. So it's a completely circular area. So you just walk around, and of course, full of stores
by the way,
everywhere. You didn't bargain? Yeah, but here probably they're not as bad, the prices. I mean, they're never bad actually. So this is a tough one. Like, how much you guys what would you pay for this? They tell you. So I don't want to do this.
should I tell you?
So you see those buildings? Yeah, tell me. 400? Ah, same price as the entrance. So like 3 euros. No? Yeah. So all these buildings most of them are very old. So they have this that creates a very interesting vibe here in Kathmandu. It's one of these rare places that really feels still completely magical, you know, especially for Westerners. It feels like stepping into another world, you know. First, the religion, you know, is a non-Abrahamic, so it's neither Christianism or Islam, but it's completely different. So yeah, it's similar as well, you know, like Buddhism and Hinduism. I think it's mostly Hindu actually, in a percentage here in Nepal, but actually they don't have a clear separation between the two. Apparently, one understands something very specific to Nepal, that Buddhism and Hinduism are not as separate entities as they can be in other countries. So they are intertwined, and most of these very big spiritual monuments like this one, the largest stupa in the world, are Buddhist actually. And so those things that you often see in Tibet as well, right? With these colors, they're I don't know what is the exact name, but they are basically mantras. And every color is a different mantra, and I think there's 5 mantras that repeat themselves. So you see the different colors like yellow, green, red, white, and blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, different mantras. There are Buddhist mantras. So I think it's written in Tibetan on it. That's all I know. You know? And so, but those are very common here in Nepal. So it's just to say how much despite Buddhism being not the major practiced religion, Buddhism has a lot of importance here in terms of monument, celebration, significance. You know. So it's pretty amazing. And at the same time, I'm going to show you how it's interconnected, because on the other side of the stupa there is an entrance to go inside. So I'm going to try to do that after. And there are like Ganesha's representation, you know, like the elephant god, and it has a lot of red on it, or powder. I don't know what it is. People take it and put it here. So that's something that I don't know much about, but I have observed. You see like these buildings here. Okay, guys. I'm happy that you two are staying. It means that I'm not too boring here. Can make an interesting experience for you. I'm glad. I think those live streams are amazing for me. Actually, it's a perfect practice because it's very easy to set up. There's no editing to do, right? It forces me to interact with you a lot because, you know, that's how you guys stay. Otherwise, I'm alone in the stream. So. Yeah, all that to say that I should do more, and I will do more for sure. Like I will really do more. The only thing that I struggle with is to not, because I know that when I do them spontaneously like this, there are few people that get to see the live stream because, I mean, maybe they get the notification, you know, and it's gonna be on YouTube, you know. So I should announce them ahead of time. I know, so that is more like that is less spontaneous and more. How do you say? How can you say that? I can't find the word. More restrictive. That's what I'm looking for. To plan it like, but I kind of want to do one per week because I did like I don't know, like 5, 6, 7 in Mexico last summer, and just that I saw the huge difference between before I decided to do this like regular live streaming every week. To after I did it, my videos got much better. I got much more better on camera. What is still hard is to interact with local people. It's always the most challenging part of this my channel, making the encounters, right? But I came to realize that encounters are not just about people; they are encountering experiences as well, you know? Things, events. My channel is gonna go into a lot of changes actually. So not only try to provide you with an experience today, this belt is amazing. And inside here they have like amazing artwork. Just a pause here explaining to you about this. Look at this, guys. So I think my creative activity are gonna evolve a lot. Let me show you the inside. If I can. Oh wow, that's huge. Possible to go inside. And you just turn it, right? Okay, that's right. Yeah. In and put it a spin. Oh, that's so tight actually. So we have all these drawings here. Beautiful culture. Let me show you a bit of the there. It's quite magical, guys. You should visit Nepal. I think it's not most people come to Nepal to do trekkings. That's really what it's famous for. We actually didn't do any big trekkings, but I mean, there's so much more actually. You know, it sounds fishy to say that, but I always want to come to Nepal, not necessarily to do trekking, but more to see the culture. Really interested in. I love countries that are spiritual, and very different from my culture. That's what I'm interested in. There's a lot of people from this country. All Vietnamese watch the video. It's really weird because, like, well, although it is about other cultures, because like these are watching how me as a foreigner I'm living the experience in Vietnam, right? But I find it so much more interesting to experience something as different as possible from where you come from. I think this is where it's not just about becoming more open and all, but you just become more creative as well. Travel is fucking important for me for that. Trip we're doing here, and Nepal as well. Yesterday night we were in this bar called Purple Haze, one of the most famous songs, Jimi Hendrix, and look at all these birds. And it was an amazing bar, and I just felt like in this moment I was like, wow, like this whole trip we traveled 2.5 months, 2 months in Indonesia, a few days in Kuala Lumpur, and then 3 weeks here in Nepal, and we are leaving tomorrow. So yeah, just some time to live streaming, right? And look at the bird. Stop there. Just gonna go in rounds around this stupa. It's pretty cool to think where I go, and I'm gonna see more details on the way that I missed. These buildings in wood. What was I saying, guys? I have ADHD. I'm jumping from topics to topics. Like I'm losing focus there. But then I'll give that difference, experiencing something as different as possible. Stimulates my creativity. That's what I want to say. Because I do a creative job, but not just on YouTube, also with clients, you know. And they say, for example, that graphic designers, for example, should travel as much as they can, because this is how you stimulate your creativity and get ideas, and all. By cutting the routine, you know, and experiencing something radically different, like Luke Skywalker living Tatooine, right? And exploring the universe is like every planet is a different country. That's how I see it. And what's interesting with this is that Carl Sagan, do you know who's Carl Sagan? Famous astronomer and TV presenter, I think in the 70s, something like that. It was kind of like the Neil deGrasse Tyson of before. He said something pretty cool, I think, that, and I learned that from the New Travel channel, another YouTube channel, that Carl Sagan was saying, like, is when you get very far away from Earth, and there was this probe that was taking a picture from Earth from far away, that you reflect. And I would definitely say that that's how travel has played as well for me. The further away I go, the more different the culture, the more perspective I get on the world, but also on my own culture, you know? Because by comparison, you start to notice more things about where you come from. If that makes sense. So you see, like, all these eyes of Buddha, they have a nose like this, that is this kind of weird movement, like this, and the dot in between the eyes, and the expression of the eyes is very interesting. So yeah, I think I have some internet issues here. I can try to fix them quickly. Before I continue, just a second, guys. So yeah, very interesting expression on the eyes, and that's the eyes of the Buddha. There it's a bit more clear that he wears the hat, you know, on top. I don't know who came up with this, how did this happen, this style and all. It's so interesting. I wonder. And of course, the Dalai Lama, although he's quite controversial, right? With what happened with this kid, that he was sucking the tongue off. Since then, I was kind of like, what the fuck, you know? Like, even Jedis are not perfect. Actually, they're pretty bad, no? Not Jedi, but monks. So, yeah. Let me tell you now about how the channel is gonna evolve. No, I came to realize that I think I started like 3 years ago, something like that, YouTube, something like that. And more seriously, maybe 2 years ago, when I went to Cuba, I was like more serious. And I remember when my series in Cuba was super hardcore. I was like filming with like a complex workflow and equipment, and it took me forever to edit the videos, and it was so hard to keep the rhythm and publish regularly that I burned out in the end. And what's funny is that after I published the same videos and then no video would be super great in English. And then I published the best videos on a new Spanish channel. And it blew up. But by the time it blew up, I was like already like burned out, and like I wasn't even like enjoying it. I don't know. Like I was too tired. And I don't know, after I kept going, experimenting more in the Spanish channel, I was doing better. And then I realized at some point that actually what I really wanted to do was to express myself in English, you know, so because I feel it's more international and we can like have people from everywhere watching. So that's why I'm back on this main channel. It's the only one I haven't monetized because I have monetized the French channel as well. So back at it, back to square one. And what I realized that when I started YouTube and I forgot about it, like when I started YouTube, I was never thinking of being a full-time YouTuber. I was always thinking of YouTube as a way to get into the habit of creating, and yes, of course, to have YouTube as an income, to have YouTube as my core place to build my online community. And then I realized that actually it was never only about online communities. I always wanted to become more a documentary filmmaker, you know. Like I was very inspired by real documentaries, you know, like sorry, don't know what happened there. And so yeah, YouTube is part of the mix, but it's not everything. And since I changed my mindset, I realized, fuck, I'm actually highly successful. Getting like a 50,000 project, a 50K project for making interactive documentaries, and many other clients for which at the beginning it was more marketing content, and now I'm actually working for film production companies and working on projects that are clients that are closer and closer to what I actually wanted to do originally. And so YouTube is not going to stop for sure. But it's not more going to be interconnected and part of the whole brand Ben Encounters that I'm building. And it's not about only YouTube. As I told you, I have this project in a film festival. The eye is always watching. What do you want to take a break in my explanation? Let's try to continue one more code here. And then we enter the stupa on the other side, okay? Let's do that. But in any case, we need to go to the other side to enter. So. And I don't know how long I'm going to continue the live stream. The thing that little story, I think by the time we're to the other side, we enter a trip inside. I want to do that still. So we can go where those people are there. Top. And so I'm still figuring it out, you know, but I think that I want to aim for quality content, for quality people as well, that, you know, don't have a lot of time to spare and to watch on YouTube, you know, and I want to respect their time and do content that is as educational and as entertaining as possible. And I have still work to do. I have to improve. I have to compete with myself, right? And so those live streams are one way of getting there, right? Practicing, especially on camera. And so working on it. I'm going to try to make better entertaining content, but also in terms of editorial line, of theme of the channel, I think it's going to be a little bit less on off the beaten path projects because I have no more savings. So it's now I have less time to make videos, and I want to make it more simple, like lower the bar of like getting to filming. I was always doing these crazy adventures with motorbikes and all that, and I think I'm gonna actually center it more about myself. So I get to share more who I am because I heard that feedback that people they don't care for me, but not in a bad way. In the sense that I wasn't making content, or vlogging or like in a way that allow people to discover who I am and to connect to me. So that's what I need to work on, and that's gonna make a big change, I'm sure. And so I heard so many stories, like so many things, so many times. Sorry, people telling me. Actually, it's funny because I met you in real life and you're a pretty cool guy, and it doesn't come across in your videos. So I was like, okay, fine. And that's because I don't know. I'm trying to be turned to the other people, not to myself. But I don't like the idea of the vlogger. And I lost someone in this speech. Beautiful shot. So, where are we going? Yeah, so it's gonna be a bit more about myself. I'm gonna diversify as well some kind of content I want to do. Some are gonna be more like actual documentaries that I'm not gonna publish very often, but are gonna be as high quality as possible. Actually, I have an upcoming series on the cultural differences between America and Europe. And I think that's a pretty cool series. That's good potential. I have a feeling that it could like monetize my channel actually. I think there's a demand for that. So I'm gonna publish actually quite a series of videos, but then I want to compile them as well into one big quality documentary style video. And I'm gonna experiment with new formats, more voiceover, more editing actually, to keep it to the most qualitative parts, be more selective. Actually, I'm still filming as much as before. I'm just not editing and publishing as much as before because I don't have time for editing, which takes the longest. I was explaining this in my last community post. So, yeah, person is back. I don't know where he went. So, yeah, I'm gonna do more selective process. So I publish less often now, but I'm trying to publish better quality. I think that's how I like the content on YouTube. I don't like, that is when it's hard to keep up to the creator or a creator, I don't know, has like hundreds and hundreds of videos, and you don't know which one to watch and which one is actually good. So I'd rather someone that publishes like not super often, but then I can binge watch because I know that every time is quality. So I want to aim for that. I'm going to bring the bar up of the quality of the production, but without sacrificing the authenticity, right? I want to keep it real. I want to keep it like authentic and immersive, and you feel you're still here, but more, I would say, less time-consuming way. That's what I'm going to do. So, documentaries on certain topics, and also content about me. I'm going to tell you a lot of stories of my pastoral experiences that I have never filmed. Try to share more about myself, get to know better who I am, what I stand for. I'll maybe do some podcasts as well. Have some guests. I know quite some people that have crazy travel experiences, and I think it's really good to hear what they have to say on their experiences. I want to do that. These are my main ideas. And also, I have this interactive community project I'm working on, right? So after actually the series on cultural differences between the US and Europe, I'm gonna be publishing about this. I'm going to have videos. I film in Switzerland. That interactive community project was in a city in Switzerland that is bilingual. So that's what it's going to be about. And but I'm going to share some stuff on YouTube, and you will see that I will be transmitting. I will be connected to some interactive experiences you can do online as well, such as like chatting and interacting with digital clones of the people I actually met in my videos. So I think it's going to be interesting for you to experience that as well. Hello kids, how are you? You speak English? You speak English? Oh, good. So yeah, I'm gonna experiment with all this content. I don't know if I'm missing some kind of other types of videos. Of course, I'm gonna keep traveling, but now I travel differently than before. Before, we were living in Mexico City with Ari, because Ari had a full-time job in Mexico City, and I was living every 2 months to a different country, try to bring diversity into the channel, and I was also traveling by then in Latin America, or in the US as well. And
Hello.
And so I was making a series of videos when I was traveling, and now what we're gonna do is that we are both digital nomads. I have enough clients now to work from anywhere remotely, so I have achieved the life of travel via YouTube, which is funny. I didn't know it would happen that way. And Ari as well did the jump, she quit her job, so now we're traveling together, but for work remotely, which is very different than going 2 weeks somewhere just filming. You need to have a routine and you can't move all the time. Actually, we have been moving quite a lot in the last 2.5 months. We've been moving more or less every 2 weeks or less sometimes. So that was still hectic actually. We still made it work a bit, not super efficient work, but enough to pay the bills. But now probably we're gonna stay at least 1 month in one location. And I don't want to publish, 1,000 videos about the same country or the same location. So I might film a lot, but I'm gonna edit the best content possible, just one quality video. And so I know that probably I should be able, if I'm organized, to publish one video every 1 or 2 months. That is the best quality possible. Except, again, upcoming, I actually have a big series in the US and in this topic of US versus Europe. So there will be actually a lot of small videos as well. But after that, it's going to be quality. It's still going to be quality in the US as well. But anyway, using my stuff don't make any sense. Like it's the thing you saw before that was turning. So now I'm basically waiting for Ari to join me here. Because we want to enter here to go inside. So I think we have to remove our shoes as well. So I'm just staying here, sitting. You will go in and then I finish the stream after I showed you inside probably. But yeah, let me know if you have questions. I'm gonna check on my phone as well. If I can see the chats. It's so stupid that the YouTube app doesn't need to see the messages. No text message. Well, I'm glad that you stayed watching the video though. Live stream looks pretty good. I don't articulate very well in English. I need to work on that as well. Kind of like eat my words, I feel. What do you think about my accent? I don't know how many questions I'm going to ask you because you're not answering, so I don't know. But I think I told you everything about the plan with the channel, what's coming up, and yeah, I have a lot of footage on my hard drive actually. So content I have. But I want to try some more like dynamic editing as well. Like got some inspiration from a YouTuber called Luke Corns that I think does very authentic topics about the local people of the countries he visits. But the video is fast-paced edited. So I'm trying. I started to edit the video that way the other day. And there's still so many things I don't know, Oh yeah, I think the last part is like the live streams, right? I want to restart the live stream regularly. The videos are easy, I think there are more interactive, it's better. I can tell you, so you guys vote. Do I take that path walking there? Or do I go inside this area? Or do I talk to that person there? Or I talk to this person there? Or among the 2 people I have talked to already, to whom should I go back and try to make friends with them? Still the theme of the encounters. Where is Amy? And the problem is that I cannot text him because I'm using her phone to make that live stream. She has a better phone than me. But now I know that if I buy the same phone as her, I can make good quality live stream. On my phone, I don't know why it was like the audio was horrendous. Like I couldn't hear shit. So weird. Where is Ari? She abandoned me. Well, I think she knows that we're supposed to come here at the entrance of the stupa. So. Lots of people around. And that building is definitely important here. Lots of monks of all ages, Jedi. Alright, not much more to say. Let's experience the place. By the way, I'm holding the phone in my hand. Sorry for the stability. So either try to go back, because I'm pretty sure that I enter the store. Because I never go, or unless I really need some stuff, then I would go buy and shop. But I never see shopping as an activity. Fun, you know? I don't like to just go hopping from like stores to stores. Like, I'd rather enjoy the view, you know, and observe, reflect, like a fucking intellectual. I didn't notice those statues before. These are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get closer to that after, so we can finish this live stream. Hello. That guy has a funny look. Where is Ali? Where is she? That's nice. She didn't want to walk more, I think. But she didn't want to enter here, so I don't know what to do. I thought for a second I saw her, but no. But it's definitely the craziest building, this one. Okay guys, you turn. You speak now. You have watched passively enough. Talk to me, chat. 45 minutes of live stream. That passed quickly actually. So I think I'm gonna try to walk very fast. I wonder if I'm walking the wrong way, but that would be easier to spot her. I feel if everyone goes this way. So I'm gonna try to see where I feel we separated. Maybe she's around there. Let's go, guys. Waiting for your comments. It's the mission. Find someone who doesn't have a phone. Like in the 90s. Someone commented. Hey, what's up? Where am I? Well, so I was trying to make it guess at the beginning of this video. Can you take a guess? And then I'll tell you. It's the largest stupa in the world, so that should give you a hint. That guy must have back pain. Where do you think we are? I'm all ears to hear your guesses. The internet is actually surprisingly pretty good. Good signal. So I'm still looking for my fiancée. So let me check. So where do you think we are? Just give me one guess. And then sorry. Then I'll tell you. Where is Ari? By the way, I love this place. In the city, it's definitely like perfect level of tourism, not over touristic. 4 people watching, nice. More people joining. Great. Actually, if Ari doesn't find me, she can ask someone's phone to check YouTube and she can see the live stream where I am. That sucks. Oh, we're gonna meet there. Back to 2 people. The 2 people checked and left. It's one of the entrances here. Also some cool style. I don't know if we will be able to enter the stupa because might run out of batteries. We don't find Ari soon. Hello, how are you? Namaste, how you say here? You use namaste to say hello, but also goodbye as well. And it's very similar to Hindi actually. To say thank you is dhanyavad. Where is Ari? Lots of monks. So they go around the stupa. I think probably after they will enter. Pretty cool, guys, no? Only one person watching. I'm speaking so much, I can start to feel a dry throat. I don't know where. Sorry, I shouldn't swear, but it's kind of annoying. I lost her. At the beginning, we were like losing each other, but we're still finding each other. So, but she should have come to the entrance there. That's what I find weird. Or maybe she's there now. I think it was around here that I lost her. Was it there? So confused now. But she should have noticed me by now. So I'm going around and around. I don't know how many times I went around this stupa. Probably like 6 times already. Yeah, I think I should stay there. I should stay in the entrance. Those are huge statues, and they sell those. Can you imagine like buying this and is it past the check-in in the airport? So probably not. I don't know how much they cost. I don't think they are for private. They're probably for religious locations, I think. Yeah. We lost Ari and that doesn't look good for us. Oh, maybe she went back to the hotel. I don't know. Yeah. So I think, guys, maybe, guys, you, only person watching, did you comment where you think it was? No tourists. Yeah, there are some tourists actually. Yeah. There are a couple of tourists, but not too many. So actually, it's also the low season right now, and I'm gonna tell you we're in Nepal. We're in Kathmandu. So I think that was quite obvious. But depends how familiar you are. It's the rainy season. It doesn't rain that much actually, but it's a very bad season for trekking. Here she is. We find her. Honest, I was looking for you everywhere. Really? Yeah. I was waiting for you here. And I couldn't see you for a long time, so I went one more round. See, where were you? On the floor? Okay. Because I saw you left me, I think the other way, the other side, and more or less. Cool. So I think we just have time to enter and explore inside now. So I was saying the rainy season, it has rain, but not that much. Yeah, actually it should be worse, but it's better. So I love to do that. I think that a lot of people, they will never go to a place when they hear it's low season or rainy season. But it's specifically when I like to go sometimes. It depends what you want to do. If you want to go trekking, it's pretty bad if it rains, you know. But if you want to discover the culture like me and the local people and customs, yeah, very Nepali. Oh wow, you did it? One more time. Okay, let's do it. Almost. Last try. I believe you. almost. you need more spiritual power. Yeah. So yeah, people.
Hello.
turn this thing, so we're gonna do it as well. So you do that basically. I'm sure you have seen this in some movies. It goes both ways now. Like, and that's the thing I was mentioning before. Is this thing here? A lot of reds powder, and people touch this, like they ring that as well, and they usually put it on their forehead. So I don't know if you're gonna see someone doing it. Yeah, I'm explaining this process here. So they do that. And sometimes they just do like this. Okay. And one more time. And then they take a bit in the hand. Amazing, yeah. Alright, I think I figured out how the chat function works. Let's go in. Sorry. Yes, we will do that. Actually, there's a secret features to check the comments that I never found before. So, we enter. And then we're gonna remove our shoes. Okay, let's go back to the experience. I have talked so much in this video. So yeah, I don't know if you can keep the socks. Maybe socks is okay. You think?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, just because I have like a phobia of fungus, getting stuff in my feet. I'm not super fan of walking barefoot sometimes. And there's a lot of people that walk barefoot. So the socks it is. That's cool. Wow, so there we are. Oh, it's crazy. Largest stupa in the world. So you, Ali, and me, we're so lucky to be here. I want to be part of the video, yeah. There's only one person watching. What's your name? Amang. Nice to meet you.
Which country you?
It's Switzerland. Yeah.
That's nice country.
Yeah, also mountains. Like Nepal. Nepal also very nice. I have what? Currency? No, not with me, no. Sorry. Otherwise I would have given you something. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Very nice to meet you. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Bye. Yeah. Suppose you make a video, but people think you're big. I'm not saying.
Yeah, right.
Now you can see more of that building there. So yeah, it's always a fine balance between living the moment, being here, yet talking with you as well. My friend is right here next to me. And also like taking care of the camera and the cinematography, you know? I want to make real documentaries, gotta do a proper job here. Film the place, what's going on. So this is like the writing system. I forgot the name of Nepali, which is the same as Hindi. And so even numbers, I realized, on cars are written with this type of alphabet. And so when you order, there's an app similar to Uber. I can't recognize which car it is because on my app it's like the Arabic numbers, and then I see the plates of the car and it's written like this, you know, with this alphabet, and so you don't know if it's the right car. Cannot read it. Even the numbers, which is crazy. Because even in China they have the Arabic numbers, so that's a TikTok account for sure. Oh well, you scared me. That's so cool to go on top, no? I guess you can go more up, right? We went as well last year to the largest Buddhist temple, I think in South Asia, which is in Indonesia, actually, supposedly. Even though they have very few Buddhists, mostly Muslim Christian and a bit of Hindu in Bali, but Buddhism, no. Yet they have, because for dates from another time, the largest Buddhist temple in the world in Indonesia called Borobudur, and it's similar in the sense that you can go on top, and there's many floors like this as well. And I think, and I don't know, maybe I'm bullshitting here, I'm just second guessing, but I think it's different levels of meditation, enlightenment, basically. So you, when you arrive, oh well, yeah, those flowers there, orange ones, actually come from Mexico, and they became very famous in India, in Nepal, and even all the way to Bali. But they originally come from Mexico.
And it's crazy because in Mexico it's only during the Day of the Dead,
Yeah,
or we use them.
marigold in English, no?
I am marigold. It's only like September, at the end of October, November that we use it, and they're
Yeah.
very popular. But the rest of the year, no. Or at least not that I know.
Yeah, whereas here you see them all the time. And they are smaller here, for some reason they are smaller. And they are very common in Bali as well. So, no one is left in the stream, so you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna see you probably next week. So thanks a lot. Thanks for the one person had a funny name, texted, wrote a message into the chat. It's pretty cool. I haven't got any super chats, any money today, but I'm gonna do more live stream. I'm gonna try to announce them in advance, so you know when to tune in. Right? So I'm gonna do more of that. I like the live streams. Don't need to edit anything after, which is amazing. And I don't know, it's very real. It's the most authentic form of content. 1 hour, guys. I see you hopefully soon. I should do it once a week. And bye, Nepal. We're leaving tomorrow. Take our flight. Namaste.